died. Thank you. Natasha Marie Lewis died in August of 2021. She was found in the shower area and the cause of death was hanging. Say her name. Natasha Marie Lewis.
Natasha Marie Lewis.
Teresa Petto died on March 5th, 2022. She was gravely sick and staff ignored her pleas before her death. Another case of medical neglect. Say her name. Teresa Petto.
Teresa Petto.
Sharon Phillips died on August 29th, 2022. The official report describes unknown medical neglect that led to her death. If you notice the pattern here, no exact reason listed. Say her name, Sharon Phillips.
Sharon Phillips.
Now, as they claim in this report, somehow unnamed, an unnamed 30-year-old prisoner died around September 23, they don't even have the date in their records, around September 23rd, 2022. The public reporting described an alleged suicide attempt. The insanity that someone dies and you don't even name them. It's shameful. Shame.
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 Another unnamed prisoner died on September 14th, 2025. The Michigan Department of Corrections de-identified mortality report listed the cause as dementia, but again, the name was not released. Shame. Shame. Shame.
Shame.
Shame.
Shame.
Jennifer Jean Wallace died on November 16th, 2025. She died from sepsis caused by a bacterial infection after delayed, denied, and completely inadequate medical care. Say her name, Jennifer Jean Wallace.
Jennifer Jean Wallace.
Another unnamed prisoner died on December 11th, 2025. The Michigan Department of Corrections report the cause as melanoma that has spread to her brain and lungs. Another case of medical neglect and a death that could have been prevented. Again, the name was not released. Kyra Howard died on May 13th, just days before she was expected to be released on parole. They list her cause as still under investigation. Say her name, Kyra Howard.
Kyra Howard.
Say her name.
Kyra Howard.
Say her name.
Kyra Howard.
Say it louder. Say her name.
Kyra Howard.
And then Rebecca Faulkner died just days later on May 17th, 2026. Say her name, Rebecca Faulkner.
Rebecca Faulkner.
Say her name.
Rebecca Faulkner.
Say her name.
Rebecca Faulkner.
We are here to demand accountability and justice for those who have lost their lives. We are here to demand accountability, justice, and clemency for Crystal Clark. We are here to demand our officials are accountable to the people they serve and they stop allowing and being complicit in the crimes against humanity this facility is committing. Shame.
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 And now, just to get through this, these are our action items and what we're here to do. So if everybody can look over at this table and everybody with a high-vis vest. Over here, we are continuing a public pressure campaign that has been going on. We are demanding our electeds to do everything in their power to stop this atrocity. Over there, we have a few action items. Firstly, in each action, so stay with me, it's a little wordy. We have 4 different people involved. To start, we have mail templates. Those mail templates, we are asking for a signature at the bottom of it, then we are going to stamp them and mail them ourselves. After that, with every single template, there's 4 people we are targeting. Jimmy Wilson Jr., Debbie Dingle, Gretchen Whitmer, and just the General Commissioner's office. We're gonna tell them exactly what they can do and we're gonna demand it. So, the next action item are with the same 4 targets. We have phone call and email templates. Now stay with me. The template each has 2 things on them. First, on each a contact sheet stapled onto with all the relevant numbers. There's also a QR code on the bottom of it that will scan directly to a campaign page where in one click you can choose to copy the email or the phone number to call them. Now, other than that, the second ask today, beyond signing a letter to be mailed, is to schedule at least 2 emails. Everybody at the table and everybody with the high-vis vest is here to help you out with anything that you need. I just want to thank everybody for coming out and fighting for this cause. We all know what to do. I'll be in and around helping out, so if you see me, I can answer anything as well. Just to leave it with this, let's chant for a second. Free Crystal Clark.
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 I want everybody to give yourselves a round of applause. We are here to help out. We have our action items. Thank everybody for showing up so much. I'm going to hand it back to Trisha. Thank you guys so much.
I'm a wild, come and march on the regular. Painted white, black, blue. Lord, forgive me, I've been running blind and true.
Our siblings deserve better.
I'ma rain on this
If you
mountain
believe
top.
our siblings deserve better, let me hear you say, yeah.
Yeah.
If you're willing to do the work, if you're willing to do the work and stand on behalf of your siblings in WHB, let me hear you say, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think they deserve better? Do you think they deserve better?
Yeah.
Justice for Kyra Howard. Justice for her family. Justice for what is justice when she's not here anymore. Justice would have been if they would have helped her with CN. We cannot leave State Representative Lori Pahusky out of the equation. Miss Howard reached out to her. Miss Howard asked for her help. And what did she do? She looked away. You want to know how she looked away? I caught her myself. After the public hearing, hold on, I need to turn this down because I want y'all to hear this. After the public hearing, I called State Rep Lori Pahusky and I asked her not to stop. I told her we need to keep pushing. There's a public hearing that just happened about women here on Valley that never happened before on that level. We need to stand together and keep pushing into that. She said, my focus for the next public hearing is going to be on the cameras. It's going to be on the women getting filmed while they're being strip searched. Now, I'm not insensitive because that's horrible too. But filming somebody does not... Filming somebody does not trump a crisis. There was a crisis going on in here. And when I told her, I said, ma'am, I respect you, but I'm just saying it does not trump a crisis. We need you to keep pushing. And she said, I cannot do everything. She said, I cannot do everything. But that means that she's not serving the God I serve, because the God I serve said you can do all things through Christ.
Yes, Trisha.
We didn't ask her to do everything. We asked her to do her job. And she looked away. And lo and behold, when Miss Howard was murdered, I said murdered. Because that's what I feel in my heart. And I'm sure that's what this family feels. When she was murdered, lo and behold, who's on a press run? Demanding an investigation. Why do you want to investigate when somebody's dead already? Shame. 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 Shame.
Shame.
Shame.
Shame.
It's a shame. Part of this, I have to uplift. I have to uplift because it's accountability here for us all. We look away. We look away from injustice because we're too comfortable. And I'm not trying to make you feel bad. I'm not trying to stir you to action. When you see something, what are you supposed to do?
Say something.
When you see something,
Say something.
when you see something, say something. If we don't hold our elected officials accountable, how are they going to do their jobs? We vote, and then we go home until 4 years later or 2 years later. But what about what happens in between? In between those times, we're letting these folks do what they want to do. This is what they wanted to do. They wanted to see women die. January the 2nd, 2022, we pulled up in this very same space. It was a blizzard that day, but we stood alongside our siblings to demand justice. Teresa Dunlap was dying. She had cancer. A lot of women here have cancer because of the conditions. She had mold growing out of her chemo port. Mold growing out of her chemo ports. Shame. And that meant nothing to them. We begged, we pleaded, we demanded. And still, Miss Teresa died. I could barely stand at her funeral and sing because it was just so horrific. Do you know how it is to beg for somebody's life and then they let them die? That feeling is horrible. We got to do something, y'all. Like Zane said in Workers Against Oppression, give a shout out for Workers Against Oppression, please. Please. They got flyers and letters, and I'm about tired of Zane calling me. Zane was serious about this thing. No, you weren't bugging me, bro. I appreciate you. I appreciate your zeal. That's what we need. People are dying. We need a sense of urgency. Do we need a sense of urgency?
Yes!
Now, right now, I want to yield the space. Is there anyone that would like to have words from the family? No, it's not a forced situation, but we would love to hear from the family. This is Miss Howard's family. Let's show them some love, please.
My daughter Kyra Howard is here. It's just the same how we had to go through this situation. My daughter had to go what she had to go through. And it's like, you wouldn't think you'd be burying your daughter, supposed to be the other way around. And it's just really a loss for words how people can treat a human being. She was just reaching out to me and just letting me know what was going on in here. And just to see the outcome, I just hope that the governor, whoever, the senator, can just make a change. Because we really need a change. And I just appreciate all you do for my brother. Thank you very much.
All right, we got Crystal. It's going to be calling at 6:30. So we got about 5-minute window, 7-minute window. Is there anyone that would like to have words at this time? Not. You want to do your words now before Crystal calls? Leslie, you want to wait? This is Leslie McGraw. She wears so many hats.
Take the people who have had files lost, misconduct, and so forth. We could have 800 women out today, just on that alone. 800 to 2,500 don't even need to be here. That's proven. So we are allowing these crowded, moldy prisons. We are allowing it. We are told when we ask for help that you need to talk to this person, that person has the power, that person has the juice. We have the power, and we need to take it back.
Yes. Yes.
There is a contract when you break. Nobody that needs to be here. When you take a contract and say that I pled guilty, that is for segregation and rehabilitation. It's not for abuse. It's not for starving. It's not for medical neglect, and it damn sure ain't to let them die.
That's right. That's right.
We pride ourselves on all this liberal nonsense that we say we have here. You don't see this in Mississippi. My family's from Tennessee. You either got people you know, they don't give a damn, and they clear about it. I'd rather that than all these people skinning and grinning in our faces, saying that they're doing all that they can, and they ain't doing nothing. Nothing is changing. Shame. And we need change, and everybody here, it's not a certain person that you need to contact, it's all of them. Whoever your representative is, whoever your council person is. They did have resolutions in Pittsfield. This is Pittsfield Township, y'all. But more so than that, this is the only women's prison. So that means these women are everybody's problem or everybody's issue inside of the state of Michigan. So wherever you live, reach out to whoever. We're on election season. And when you go to these candidate forums, that's the first question. What is your take on the women's Huron Valley prison? What is your take? What you gonna do? Not you gonna look into it, because we already looked into it. We have medical records. We have everything we need. Just do it. So that's why I'm just encouraging. I went to a funeral today for a cousin who spent almost 40 years in MDOC. And he was let out the prison without a dime, without nowhere to go and nothing to do. And he ended up back there, and they put him on the front page news and said, this is why you can't trust certain people. They need to stay in prison. No, prison is not the way. This is a lack of resources. The first reason why people are here is the lack of resources. If we spend more money on people before they go here, before they die, we have enough. We have enough.
We have enough.
We have enough.
It is 6:28. I think it's appropriate if we just have a moment of silence for those that are gone on. Please. Thank you. Alex, if you can come and just lead us in a few chants while we wait for Crystal to call. Thank you. This is Alex from Workers Against Oppression. Look, y'all, stay tuned for Workers Against Oppression. They are doing some powerful work. And if you're looking for an organization to uplift and to help do the work alongside, please show up. These young folks, I'm so happy to see the young people. So please, give them some love, y'all. Show them some love. They have so much zeal. They love these women. They love these women. They're our siblings. I think if we could all remember that we're all siblings. We fight about too much. And while we're fighting, they love that. Because that's a distraction.